This video lists the 10 top free programs that will help you get more out of your PC. Not only that, the programs are completely free. And whether you're a novice or a professional, I am sure you will find something within this list that will suit your needs to help you get more out of your computer. Hey, it's Steve here. In this video, I'm going to show you where to get these top 10 free programs. Also, how to install them and configure them to use on your computer to help you make your computer easier to use. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. And all the programs mentioned in this video will be linked in the box below. So be sure to check that out. And as a bonus tip for sticking by, at the end, I'll show you how to optimize your computer at startup. First up, and this one tops the charts, CCleaner. CCleaner is a free utility that helps you clean off all the junk that accumulates on your computer over time. Not only that, but it is so important for protecting your privacy online because it helps you delete all those cookies and save passwords and all the junk that accumulates. Let's have a look at it. Open up the program, click on Run Cleaner. Once you've selected Custom Clean on the left-hand side here, let it do its thing, and that's it. We've cleaned off the computer. It does depend on all the options that you select under Windows here, as well as the options under Applications. So go through this list, see what you want to delete or what you want to save, and delete the rest. The only program I would recommend where you can click on a registry, click on Scan for Issues, and you know this will not destroy your system like so many registry cleaners on the market will. Let this do its thing. Click on Fix Selected Issues. Definitely back up the changes before you do anything. Just in case, it adds that little extra measure of safety in case something goes wrong with one of your programs. Once that's saved, click on Fix Selected Issues and you are done. Now, CCleaner does have a registered version. If you click on Upgrade here, you can see the difference between the two. The only option I would never recommend to run from any manufacturer ever is this software updater, because they can cause problems with the computer. Don't run those. Everything else is good. Next up, Cutepdf. Well, why Cutepdf? And what is it? It's a simple utility that you install on your computer to help you make PDF documents from any program that you can print from. Let's have a look at Cutepdf and see how you can use it. Because remember, most of the formats now that you send to people, PDF is the industry standard, and almost everyone can open up a PDF document, but not everybody can open up an Openoffice or a Microsoft Word or Excel document. So it's an ideal program to have in your arsenal of software. Simply open up your web browser. In the address bar at the top, go to the Cutepdf.com. You can see from here they have several programs available. Cutepdf Writer, Professional, Converter, and Editor. The two that I use the most is Cutepdf Editor and mainly the Writer to create documents. Simply click on it, free download. Download the file, save it to your computer, run it, and it installs the Cutepdf Writer on your computer. And next time you're in a document and you need to send it to somebody, simply click on File, Print. From your printer list, choose your Cutepdf Writer as the printer. Click on Print. It'll pop up with a box asking where do you want to save it. Name it whatever you want to name it. And there you go. Your PDF document has just been created. Just to verify, we go back into our documents, click on the test.pdf, and there we go. When it comes to creating Word documents, Excel documents, people usually associate the words with Microsoft because Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. But there are free alternatives to this. If you don't have the $300 or plus to fork over or the yearly subscription that Microsoft wants, there are a number of free options. But the one that I like the most because of how easy it is to use and because there's so many features is Openoffice. It's such an easy program to use as well. To get a hold of it, just open up your web browser. Go to openoffice.org. Click on I want to download Apache Openoffice. Choose the system that you want it for. In this case, we're choosing Windows. We're downloading the full installation. Save the file. Once the file has downloaded and saved, simply run it to install Apache Openoffice. There we go. Download is done. Click on it and install. To access it, simply click on your Start menu, scroll down to Openoffice, and you can see all the different formats. Typically, the one I use is just the Openoffice main interface, and from here, you can choose what you want to do. Most of the time, you'll be using the text document. Open this up, and as you can see, there are so many options in here. There's too many options to go into it in this video, but it's very similar to any other major word processing program that you will get. But no cost associated with this one. A great alternative. There are other alternatives, but this is by far the easiest one that I find for using. I don't get it. How can Microsoft mess this one up so much? The perfect add-on to every computer running Microsoft Windows is QTTabBar. Come with me and look at this program. I'm not going to say much more at this point because I'll show you. It really is fantastic. This is the default Explorer where if you want to open up a folder, you browse through the windows as follows. And that's how it works. Click under View once you've installed QTTabBar and you don't see the icons. Options, QTTab, View, Options, QTTab, Standard Toolbars. Now we have a slightly more enhanced view. If you right click on this area right here, you can see the under Options. Here is all the options that you can do under QTTab. All these are customizable options. Your appearance. For example, I wanted my active tab to be blue and my inactive tabs to be a very light gray so I don't see them as much. And you can change the toolbar background color as well. I did that so that it stands out. You can create groups where you add different folders into groups. Then you can click on that group and it opens up all the folders associated with that group, which will appear on the left under the star. There's various plugins that you can get. You can create applications where if you can open up, for example, the command prompt. You have shortcut keys that you can learn. There's a lot more in terms of what you can do now with your Windows Explorer. Here's your groups in action. Click on it, all my documents. There's the two folders that I had opened up. As you can see, my blue one is the active document. Another option, just drag the folder up to the tab bar. That will open it up there as well. There we go, another new one. We can close that individual one or close all of the tabs in one go. Again, open the standard ones. All the previous folders that you closed and you forgot where they were. For example, if you're 10 folders deep and you forget, you can simply click on this icon and open up that folder again. So much more to do with Windows Explorer than the default boring Explorer that comes with Windows. Process Hacker is a free multi-purpose utility that can help you as an administrator on your computer. It can help you detect malware. It can help you see which processes are hanging up your system. Not only that, but it can also help you terminate those programs to free up those resources and get your system working properly again. Let's have a look at exactly what Process Hacker does. Download it from SourceForge, install it, and once it's run, it'll create a shortcut on your desktop. If you're running an admin tool, a quick tip for everybody, right-click on the tool and run as administrator. Sometimes if you just open it up, various aspects of that tool are not going to run because it needs system admin context to run under. This is a tool where as an administrator, you can find programs that are hung up on the computer. Say, for example, you have Mozilla Firefox and you cannot close it down. You open up Process Explorer. You do a search for Firefox. It finds all the instances of Firefox that are running on the computer. Highlight them, right-click, and terminate. The program has now been released and memory is cleared, computer's back to working normally. There are various other things in here as well, such as services, where you can right-click on the service and stop it or restart it. Various things to do with your network, which processes are communicating on the network, with what IPs they're communicating with, what resources they're using. You can also see which programs are writing to your disk and using up disk time, or if they're hanging up. I've used this often in the past to find spyware on a computer that's writing various things into the system because it shows up in this particular program. So as an administrator, indispensable tool. Sysinternals is an incredible array of utilities. You don't even have to install them. They run on their own. It can help you diagnose, monitor, and optimize your computer. So let's have a look at exactly what Sysinternals is. I'll include the link to this down below as well. At the top of this page is the entire suite in one zip file. Download this, save it, extract it, and then go through this list and see which of these tools you could make use of. As an example, on my own, when I deal with servers, there are two indispensable tools that I use. One of them is this one called Access Enumeration. If I type a folder name on a particular server that somebody is complaining that they cannot access, it'll tell me who has read access, write access, who's denied explicit access, and then I can very quickly tell why they cannot access the file that they are saying they need to access. Another one that's indispensable is this bginfo64. This is an incredible tool for administrators that are signing into servers. Install this on the server and set the information that you want to view, such as the name of the server, the domain you're logging into, the username that you're currently logging on with, even as far as the DHCP server, the disks that are on that particular server. It'll display all of this in a really convenient list. As you can see over here, let's just move that out the way. There it is. So every time you log on, if you put this in your startup group, this information will appear on your computer. Really handy to have. So definitely make use of it and go through this list and find which of these tools works for your use. Who hasn't heard of MalwareBytes? There is a free version. There are paid versions as well, but for the average user, the free version does the job. It will help protect your computer from spyware, malware, and other malicious programs. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Whatever program you're downloading, don't just do a search for it on the internet and download whichever one comes up on the page. There are so many fake sites out there, fake programs designed to look like the real thing, especially when it comes to programs like MalwareBytes, which a lot of people use to protect their system. The free version will find a lot of the malware infections that do make its way onto your computer. So you can certainly opt to go with the free version, but make sure you have an antivirus program to go in hand with it. If you get the full activated version, which you need to pay for, it will give you additional protection, such as web protection, malware protection, ransomware protection. These all mean active protection in memory as you're browsing. It's protecting you. The free version, you only use it to browse for existing infections on your computer. Notepad++ is a text and source code editor for Microsoft Windows. Once you use this, you will never go back to Notepad or Microsoft Write. Let's have a look at exactly what Notepad++ does for you on your computer. Once upon a time, there was Notepad. Boring. Then along came Notepad++. If you're like me and you do a lot of edits in files, whether they be PowerShell, command files, batch files, VBS scripts, this is an incredible program to have. For example, if you're editing a PowerShell file, notice in here how it labels or it colors each line according to the command on that line, whether it's a comment or something else. Same thing in VBS. It color codes your files for you to make it really easy. And if you're creating a new file as an example, and you go File, Save As, look at this list. An incredible number of options that you have to save your files. And whichever format you choose to save in, that file will have the formatting colors of that particular scripting language, which makes it so incredibly handy. What's even better about this is if you accidentally close down Notepad++ without saving your files, simply reopen it and you're back to where you left off. So you don't have to worry about that particular problem. Included in Notepad++ is an incredible array of plugins and macros that you can add to it. So on its own, it's great. With all this extra stuff that you can get, it is phenomenal. Why do people get computers? You want to play games? You want to do business applications? A lot of people also want to look at videos, whether they be YouTube videos or movies or TV shows, you name it. There are so many different multimedia types out there. VLC Media Player is the one program that you need if you're ever going to watch video files from the internet. This supports so many different formats, the features are rich, and it's a free program. Let's check it out. VLC Media Player, what an incredible utility. Click under Media, you can open up a file if you have a video file on your computer. You can queue things so you add multiple files at a time. Open up a DVD if you have it. This is the one I like. Open up a network stream. Simply type in the URL of a YouTube video that you want to watch. Hit play. And there we go. Now you can play your YouTube videos. And then under playback, you have different options where you can jump forward to specific times and back. You can change the audio if there's different audio tracks for it. Increase the volume. Under video, you can go full screen. You can zoom in and out. You can crop it. You can add subtitle files. You can change your effects and filters on it by adding video effects or an equalizer. I mean, the options are endless within this program. It is incredible. So do give this a check and see what you can do with VLC Media Player. A common problem in a computer, you've run out of disk space. How do you figure out where that space is actually gone? That can be a challenge to some people. Enter in Windirstat. This program will definitely resolve a lot of issues for you. Strange name for a program, but another one that I find incredibly useful, Windirstat. What this will do is you select the drive that you want to look at, and this will go out and scan the entire drive for all your files. It'll tell you where your large files are, what's using up your space. If you've run out of space and you're not sure where that space is being used up, get this tool, run it on your system. You might be surprised where the space is being used. On servers, especially if you're an administrator, this can be handy when you're trying to give a report to your client to say where all the disk space is being used. You'll be surprised how many movie files are found on servers belonging to clients that have been downloading at their workplace, and it's stored on their server. Great tool, definitely indispensable. Not only that, but once it's finished, it gives you a graphical view of all these files and what they are, as you can see from the extensions on the right-hand side over here. Now, that bonus tip that I was talking about. Two pieces of software together, msconfig and CCleaner. Let's have a look how I use those two to speed up your computer, to resolve some of the upgrade issues, and to make your startup process significantly faster. Let's have a look at what these two together do. First one is the msconfig utility. If you're having a problem with Windows Update or anything along those lines, use this utility. Under Services, please hide all of Microsoft's services. Don't disable them because you could prevent your system from booting up, and we definitely don't want to do that. So hide Microsoft services. Disable all your existing services on there. This will disable antivirus, various tools, utilities, and so on and so forth. Reboot your computer, then try your Windows Update. 9 times out of 10, just this one step will resolve the issue as to why updates will not run. Just remember afterwards to rerun msconfig and to re-enable all those tools and utilities. The second one is jumping back into CCleaner to deal with another option in here. Click under Options. Under Tools. Click under Tools and then Startup. Here is all the programs. This computer doesn't have very many because it's just my test computer. You will see everything loading at startup. What you can do is either disable or delete the ones you don't want. Again, just be careful what you're deleting because you could stop some of your hardware from working. Try disabling it first, at least then you have the option to re-enable it afterwards. In this case, I'm going to delete iTunes Helper, go into your scheduled tasks. All these will typically run on your computer most of the time at startup and slow you down. So I usually delete all of the scheduled tasks, and I check on this regularly because every time a program updates, it puts these scheduled tasks back and it slows the computer down. So these two things together can help you resolve issues with performance and also issues with updating your computer. Well, folks, there you have it. 10 free programs that are incredible to have on your system. I hope you got as much out of this as what I did. And if you have any comments for me, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to hear from you. And if you have any ideas for upcoming videos, I would like to hear that as well. Above all, stay safe out there and have a fantastic day.